Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for you guys today, I have a horror stories of a cashier video, and because I don't know, just because I like talking and complaining about people, and I also like playing with makeup, so doing this video gives me an excuse to do those two things together. This is the look that I did in front of you guys for today's video. Yeah. And before I actually get started into the video, just a few things. I'm not a makeup artist in any way, shape, or form. I've never claimed to be. I am just somebody who really, really likes makeup. If you have a problem with how I do my eyeshadow, please, maybe leave a comment in the description or in the comments telling me, what you would suggest, because I don't mind taking critiques or whatever, but just, I don't know. Just be nice, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, also, if you guys have any horror stories that you want to share, leave them down in the comment section, and I will... I'm doing my outro again. Oh my god. This is the look that we did. I can't talk anymore. But anyway, with that being said, let's just get into this video. Alright, so full disclosure, I'm starting this video with my brows and my base products done. And just because the last time I did this video, sorry if you can hear the cars driving by. We're right next to a window because I'm in my room. Again, still, whatever. But anyway, I'm starting with my base products done because the last time I did this video, I got my base products done and like one eye done, and then I had to do the rest off camera because I ran out of stories. So we're starting with that done. But anyway, the first horror story I have for today is, it's a pretty basic one. I mean, like, this guy refused to wear a mask because he has breathing problems. It's like, honey, I have asthma. I have got, like, the beginnings of, like, it's starting to cause anxiety for me and everything, having to wear a mask all day at work, and I still do it, so if I can do it, your butt can do it too. But yeah, I feel like that's everywhere right now, just because people still don't think that this is serious. I had one guy tell me that it was, complete BS, that he had to wear one because, because he was only wearing a mesh one, so it wasn't even like a real mask, but it was like a face covering, and as long as you have something on over your face, most stores I don't think are going to say anything, and ours isn't like an exception, really. Like, as long as you have something on covering your nose and your face, you're fine, but you have to have it on. Actually, okay, so when we had, there was a guard watching the door, right? And he was making sure that people were wearing masks, and he made one of the guests mad when the guest came through my line. I got called a D word. I got called stupid. I got called all kinds of names because the guy was mad at the guard. And it's like, I didn't do anything. And he's like, well, I didn't say that, but he's like, and maybe instead of, like, harassing people, that person should be helping people. Well, he's not even working for the company that I work for. Our company hires his company out. His whole job at that point was to make sure that you have on a mask, and it was to cover your mouth and your nose. If you didn't have that, he was going to follow you around and bug the ever-loving crap out of you until you did. He was even doing it to employees and everything. So, like, I get why the guy was frustrated, but don't come up to my register and call me names because you're mad at somebody else. I did absolutely nothing to you. Absolutely nothing. The next one sounds like a pretty basic horror story, like, whatever. It's not really that bad. The next one, I think, is absolutely hilarious. So, I was up at the service desk, and we had a kid who works for the company that I work for, the store that I work for, watching the door. This lady came in, and I was helping a shopper at the service desk. So I wasn't really paying much attention, and all of a sudden, I hear, Shanna, what do we do about this? I look up because I was defecting stuff out, and I'm like, huh? And he's like, she doesn't want to wear a mask. And she comes over to me, and I ask her, like, what's up? And she tells me, she needs a tarp. She needs it to be about the color of my shirt. It needs to be, like, this size by this size. And I'm like, okay. I tell her where the tarps are at and everything. And she goes on to proceed to tell me how that guy was so mean. The person watching the door was so mean to her. He was harassing her. And, okay. This lady's probably in her, like, 60s, maybe her 70s. and she's saying all this stuff, right? That's not even the worst part. When I get done telling her, she goes to leave, and I'm like, ma'am, unfortunately, you do have to have on a mask, otherwise you can't shop. She's like, but, and then she sighs, and then she throws an absolute hissy fit. Remind you that she's, like, in her 60s, I think. She's got full white hair, it's, like, okay. She stomps her foot, like, full on stomps her foot, like a 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum, and says, why do I have to wear a mask? I buy all my stuff through here. I bought my appliances through this store. I bought all my flooring through this store, all my cupboards through this store. I buy everything in this store. I spend thousands of dollars in here, and I've been such a loyal customer, and this is how you treat me? Ma'am, it's corporate policy. There's not anything that we can do about it. But I can't wear a mask. I have a problem with something, like, and it was right underneath her eye, and I'm like, well, if you have a health problem that makes it so you can't wear a mask, unfortunately, right now, you can't come in the store to go shopping. She's like, you are being so mean to me and harassing me, and he was harassing me, now you're harassing me, and you guys are being so mean to me. Okay. I'm like, I'm sorry, if you can't wear a mask, you can't come in the store. And so she leaves. I tell her to have a great day, because, you know, I hope it gets better for her. How am I supposed to have a great day when you guys are being so mean to me? And she walks out of the store. Alright. You'd think it'd be done by now. No, honey, it's not done yet. She comes back not even 10 minutes later. Not even 10 minutes later, and starts bugging the person watching the door. Alright? Starts bugging the ever-loving crap out of him. And then she says, well, that lady didn't have on a mask, and she just came out of the store. And he's like, ma'am, I don't care what she's doing. She's leaving. I care what you're doing, because you're coming in. And then she has to talk to a general manager, and the general manager comes up and talks to her. And basically, when he's done with her, you know, when she's done talking to him and trying to get this person that's watching the door in trouble, he comes over and tells this guy, he says, you know, you're mean. That's what the lady wants to tell him, is that he's mean. And he's like, okay. And then I go on my break. When I come back, there's a different person watching the door, and I get told that she left, and then she came back again. And she wanted to tell me, and this is what the guy told me. The guy said, she knows your name, okay? She knows your name, and she's going to call and complain about you. And I was like, let her. Go ahead. What are they going to do? Fire me for enforcing their own rules? Bull crap. And so, like, we move on with our day. We moved on and stuff, but it's just the fact that, like, the absurdity. If you cannot wear a mask in the middle of a pandemic, what are you doing out shopping? Online is a wonderful thing, okay? Here's the thing I don't understand. People want to talk about how, like, they can't go anywhere right now and everything. They can't, like, how they have to be able to breathe and they can't breathe with a mask on. If you have a health condition that is so bad that you cannot wear a mask for whatever reason, then you don't need to be out shopping. If you need to go to the grocery store, Walmart delivers. Meijer delivers. I'm sure there are other grocery stores that will deliver. Alright? Don't tell me that you have to go out, because you don't. You don't. You really, really don't. Alright? Okay. That was one of the bigger ones. Also, alright, what time am I at? Hold on. Alright, so then there was another person, right? And he didn't come through my line or anything, but, he, when he got told that, this was at the very beginning of COVID, too, mind you. So this was a while ago. But he got told, stupid truck. He got told that he could not buy flooring or anything at the moment, because, you know, there was a ban on it. So, like I said, this was at the very beginning when everything was still, like, we were trying to figure everything out. And he got told that, rather than, you know, just ordering his stuff online and going out back to pick it up, he walks around the store, grabs a whole bunch of stuff, right? Because here's the thing, where I work, cashiers are the ones that have to put things back unless departments come up and grab it. So if somebody decides they don't want something, you know, we'll take it from them and we put it behind the service desk to be put back. It's called a shop and drop. This guy grabbed a whole cart full of stuff, and he got up there, it got all scanned, and he's like, oh, I don't want any of it. Now you have to put it back because you guys didn't let me go buy my paint and my flooring and everything through the store. Like, how petty are you? It's not even our rule. It was the governor's at the time. Alright? How petty are you that you're acting like a child for that? Like, and blaming the workers for something that they cannot control. How petty? How petty can you be? I don't understand. I should have set this primer with a base. How petty? I don't get it. Also, just like in general, you guys, it's not the workers' fault that everybody has to wear a mask in stores right now. If you don't like it, please don't go shopping. But don't blame the cashiers for it, because it's not. Did I grab it? Yeah, I did. I didn't realize how pinky and purple this was. Oops. Well, you know, don't blame them for things that they cannot control. You know, the world is like struggling to handle things right now, and you being a 2-year-old about it isn't helping anything at all. Okay, so moving on to why this video is called what it is. I have 2 stories that involve, like, bathroom time is sacred time. The first one is when I was in the bathroom, I was trying to wash my hands, and this lady, oh my god, okay, so just something that has to do with the bathroom. How do men get, like, how do people get the gender stalls mixed up? Because, like, I went in the ladies' restroom at my job the one time, and this old man came out of the stall. He says, oh, is this the women's restroom? Yes. Oh, my bad. And he walks out without even washing his hands. Like, are you gross? Like I said, this was before COVID, but still, are you gross? That's nasty. Why wouldn't you wash your hands? But anyway, back to, like, the horror stories of being a cashier in the middle of COVID. Bathroom time is sacred. Let me tell you what. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would you bug an employee in the bathroom? Like, they're obviously... Bathroom time is sacred time. If you want to complain about things, wait till you're both out of the bathroom. If you have a question about something, wait till you're both out of the bathroom. Because that person who's in the bathroom is trying to go to the bathroom. Alright? They don't want to be talking to you while they're, like, taking a dump or something. They don't want to. But this lady, I was trying to wash my hands, and she waited till my hands were covered in soap, and I had already put them under the water. Ma'am, where is this item located at? I just didn't answer her. And she kept asking me that same question. I'm like, ma'am, I don't know. I'm in the bathroom trying to wash my hands. Can you wait until I'm done? You don't gotta be rude about it. Well, you stupid. Why are you asking me a question in the bathroom? Go outside the doors. There's probably 10 other people right there who could answer your question for you. And so, like, I got done washing my hands and drying them. And that's the other thing she complained about, was the fact that the hand dryers weren't working. I went over there. I stuck my hand under the dryer and it worked. There's a sensor. For anybody who doesn't realize this, with automatic hand dryers, there is a sensor underneath. If the sensor doesn't see your hand, it's not going to do it. If you hold it too close, it's not going to read your hand. If you hold it too far down, it's not going to read your hand. There's like a sweet spot you have to hit to have the sensors on the bathroom dryers work. Okay? And so I get done, and I show her how to work the hand dryers, and then she asks me again. I'm like, it's over in that department. I'm not exactly sure where, but I think it was like hardware or something. She wanted to know where something for screws or something was at. So I told her it's over there, just past their desk. I don't know exactly which aisle. All right, and she's like, well, why not? You work here. I'm like, I'm also not a hardware department. I work up front. I was going to the bathroom. Bathroom time is sacred time. If you take nothing else away from this video, bathroom time is sacred time. Do not bug employees while they're in the bathroom. Arg. That makes me mad. Alright. So then moving on. That was like a couple months ago. This next one is more recent. You stupid. Sorry. God, I always end up covered in glitter, and I don't know how. And the bad thing is that I wear all black. If I'm not working, I wear black all the time. Anyway. Moving on with my story now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I asked if I could go use the restroom because we didn't have any people up front. And you can't leave your register without letting somebody know where you're going. And so I let my head cashier know. Like, hey, I gotta go pee. I'm gonna go pee really quick. Alright. So I got in the bathroom. I was in a stall. I heard the door open and shut. So I thought maybe, like, a guest had come in with me. Alright. I was on the toilet. I was in the stall on a toilet. And all I hear is, ma'am. I don't answer her. I'm not going to answer you while I'm on the fucking toilet. Sorry. While I'm on the toilet. I'm not going to. I don't get paid enough to do that. Alright. And nobody answers her. And she says, ma'am. Nobody answers her again. Ma'am, I know you're in here. What? That's exactly how I say it too. What? These hand dryers aren't working. Stick your hand under the sensor. They're still not. Stick your hand down farther. Stick your hand under it farther. Hold it down farther underneath. They're still not working. I'll be out in a minute. By the time you get out, my hands are gonna be dry. And then they start working. And all I could think was, you stupid. That bothered me. Like, that really, really made me mad. Because why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just wipe your hands on your pants like any other normal person? Why do you have to bug the cashier about it while they're in the bathroom? Alright. I don't get it. Like, I could get it if it was like a small child who needed help with something. I could understand that, like, relatively easily. I get it. You're a kid. You know? Whatever. You're under the age of, like, 10. I can get that. But this... Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But, okay, so those were the two main stories that I wanted to talk about. But since I'm not done yet, I'm just going to keep going on about more. So, this old lady, came through my line. And she didn't have that much stuff. And so, like, if you have, like, a lot of stuff, our system is a self-bagging center because there's so much wood coming through our register that, you know, if we're scanning the wood, that... I got another story to tell, too. if you have like a whole cart full of lumber, we, we're gonna be scanning that. If you have a bunch of little stuff, it would be appreciated if you would put it on the belt so that when we're done scanning all the lumber, we can just move on and start scanning all the small stuff. So this lady, so it is like a self-unload and then you self-bag. Because the theory is while we're still scanning lumber, you can put your stuff up and then go down and start get ready to bag it. This lady didn't have that much stuff. Alright, and I wasn't gonna bag it for her because there wasn't that much stuff. And I don't want to stand by people in the middle of a pandemic. I don't want to do it. Because I didn't help her bag her, 12 things into bags, she's like, I wouldn't hire you. You're a horrible worker. And I just sat there and looked at her and I said, okay, where's your manager at? I'm going to go complain about you. She's over at the desk. And then she was telling my manager about me. This is just a dry wipe to clean out the fallout underneath, too. She was telling my manager that she wanted to complain about me. I have dark, do we see the color of my hair? I have dark brown hair. I do not wear glasses very often. I wasn't wearing glasses this day. She tells my manager that my supervisor, my head cashier, who has got blonde hair, is like 4 inches taller than I am. She has blonde hair and glasses. That girl, I want to complain about that girl because she didn't help me bag my stuff up. It wasn't me. She was telling my manager about somebody else, and my manager knew this. And then the lady looked again, she said, oh, that's not her. She went over, she read my name tag, and came back and told the manager. And I asked the manager, if I was going to get in trouble or whatever, because they, complaints should be taken seriously. Kelly's like, no, she didn't even know who you were. She told me you were, my head cashier at first. And she's just being grouchy. Well, she's like, well, what happened? She asked me, and then she's like, but what happened? Because she wasn't making any sense. And I told her, and she's like, yeah, that's fine. You're fine. I don't care. You're fine. So, that's that. But here's the thing. What time am I at? I need to stop. But, so, yeah, she told my manager. My manager came over and asked me what happened. And I told her, and, we moved on with our day. So, the last story that I have about being like a horror story of a cashier is, okay, let me know if you guys have had any experiences with this, because I just want to make sure that, I'm not going crazy. I want to make sure that, this isn't, it's not just me that this happens to. This guy came through my line. It was towards the end of the night, so I was the only one open. And he had some trim for around the door. It was a dark brown Java colored trim. And it's made out of wood. I did not see the tag by my hand. So I went with the tag that I could see, which was up by him. And he's like, well, there was a tag by your hand, And I'm like, sorry. He says, well, it's fine. It looks like you know how to handle some wood anyway. Oh, you're up here? Hold on. Anyway, what I want to know is, am I the only person whose mind went, straight to the gutter for that? Or is that, because I wasn't sure. He was an older guy. So I wasn't sure if he was purposely being gross. If he was trying to be funny and make a joke, and it was just gross instead. Or maybe he just didn't know, because like I said, he was old. And his wife was right there. But, yeah, hold on.
Can I go on your iPad to play Roblox with Gracie?
No.
Alright.
But, yeah, so I'm going to go off camera really quick and do my eyeliner and my mascara. And I'll be right back and we'll do an outro. Alright, guys, that is all I have for this horror story video. If you guys have had any awful experience with customers or shoppers or just life in general, let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit this... I can't talk anymore. Hit the thumbs up button because I would very much greatly appreciate it, as I am trying to hit 200 subscribers. Also, I have a question to ask you guys just in general. I'm trying to, like, not buy so much makeup and everything. So, what I'm wondering is, would you guys be interested in seeing, like, a palette series? So, I go through and I use every single one of my palettes for video purposes on this channel, and, like, maybe show you guys some looks that you haven't done before, just, like, maybe, like, because I think that, like, YouTube, I don't know. I like watching YouTube, I do, but I also just sometimes wish that people would just do, like, normal tutorials, like, for an average person like myself. Like, today's eye look, it's not that, here, let me zoom in, so maybe you can actually see it a little bit. It's not, like, that crazy. I did, like, 3 colors all together, so would you guys like seeing videos that involve, like, more looks like this, or just, like, looks in general, like, just an overall tutorial with palettes that are already in existence? Because I have a lot of palettes, and I feel like I don't use them all the time, so I think it would be good for me to do, like, videos with them. But also, if you guys don't want to see it, I don't want to do it. So, just let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of that. And with that being said, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye!